Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with number 11 in our series of Dave's Faves, the things that I keep in my collection and will die defending from all comers because they're just great. Just the best damn recordings are the ones I love the most. I mean, I just adore them. I love listening to them. They make me feel all squiggly and warm and nice when I hear them. They're just so fabulous. And this one is a classic to end all classics. Fabulous coupling, amazing performances, and just the most musically rewarding thing you've ever heard in your life. It's Karel Ancerl, the Czech Philharmonic Orchestra and Chorus doing Stravinsky, the Symphony of Psalms, which is my reference recording, my however choice, and Oedipus Rex. What a great pair of pieces to stuff together. They were composed around the same time. They are two of Stravinsky's greatest masterpieces. The Symphony of Psalms is pretty well known. Oedipus Rex is not as well known as it ought to be because I think people find it a little off-putting and cool. It's kind of a quasi-opera oratorio, whatever the heck it is. But we all know the story. And the wonderful thing about it is that you're not supposed to understand it because it's in Latin. And he did it that way so that the words would basically make no sense at all. And you just focused on what the narrator is telling us. The narration is in French, but you know the story. And you just listen to it. And it's fabulous. It's just marvelous music. So these performances with Ancerl and the Czech Philharmonic are incredible. I mean, Karel Ancerl was one of the truly great Stravinsky conductors of the 20th century. He had this amazing sense of rhythm. And the Czech Philharmonic, I mean, the Czech orchestras generally also have amazing senses of rhythm. And they were also, they're Slavic orchestras. And say what you will about Stravinsky and his neoclassical period and whatnot. He was, at heart, a Slavic composer. That's what he was. And his music responds so well when it has that tang of Eastern Europe added to it. You know, the wiry sounding strings, you know, the vibrato-y brass, the fabulous woodwinds, but most importantly here is the amazing choral singing, and particularly the men. I mean, the women are great too. It's just the chorus here is astoundingly fabulous. In the Symphony of Psalms, it's incredible. And I have samples of it in my video about the Symphony of Psalms. So feel free to go listen to that because I've talked about it and talked about these performances in a different issue. I think the blue postage stampy one, but you know, the same thing. But I want to play you a sample, in this case, of the opening of Oedipus Rex. You know, it's just a male chorus in Oedipus Rex. There are no women, and in the choir anyway. And you know, they're singing to Oedipus, you know, save us from the plague. You know, it's like, Cadit nos pestes. You know, that's how it goes. But the thing is, I think that makes this so fabulous is just how first of all, how clear the words are. Number two, how fabulously terrifying the opening is. I mean, the Czech Philharmonic is so great for this. Listen when you hear this to the way the trumpets just come out and scream on top of the orchestra. It's a cry for help. And Ancerl realizes it in the orchestra, just as the men of the choir realize it in words. And it's just unbelievably gripping. Both performances are, actually. They equally so. That's what makes this such a great disc, for me anyway, because you get both works and they're equally fine. And so you don't have to go find another performance of Oedipus Rex. If, you know, I have to choose, and, you know, there's only going to be one, you know how that goes, right? It's just a terrific, terrific, terrific disc. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the Symphony of Psalms is just as glorious. I mean, really, for all the same reasons, for the transparency of the orchestration, the amazing choral singing, but also the depth. You know, Stravinsky's neoclassical stuff, it's supposed to be cool and emotionless and all that stuff. It's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. When the singing has this kind of intensity and warmth and fervency, I mean, you can't believe that this is music that's about nothing. It isn't. It's like everything, all great music. It's about human feelings, however they are filtered through Stravinsky's own compositional sensibility. So let me just play you the opening of Oedipus Rex, and you'll hear exactly what I mean. The trumpets, the screaming, the despair. Oh, yes, it's all here. See what I mean? Carol Ancerl, the Czech Philharmonic Orchestra and Chorus, doing as the Prague Philharmonic Choir. Pardon me. Let's be clear. Not that it matters. And the soloists are actually excellent. You have a French speaker guy, and you've got some wonderful Czech soloists. You've got Ivo Zidek as Oedip, and Vera Sukapova as Jocasta. Jocasta has that great aria in the middle about how, oracles lie. Oracula, 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 mentise, oracula. No, don't believe the oracula. It's great. And you've got, Carol Berman as Creon. It's just a really good cast. I mean, it's terrific. Edward Hocken is Tiresias. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. So do not waste any time if you are interested in Dave's Faves and want to start building up your own collection in getting this. It's just great. This is the Ancerl Gold Edition, the remastered edition. It sounds absolutely terrific. But it always did sound great. Balances are fabulous. The warmth of the acoustic is tremendous. Oh, it's just one of those recordings. What can I tell you? Except keep on listening. And thank you so much for joining me, friends. Oedipus Rex, Symphony of Psalms, Ancerl, Supraphon. Can't beat it. Take care.